Well, it happened. Candace Owens got pranked. She got tricked into thinking that an address that was listed by some whistleblower or somebody that gave her this information was correct, when in reality, it exposed her own law firm. It doesn't get more rich than this. Before we get into the story though, quick reminder to like this video and to subscribe to the channel as well for more videos like this. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into this video. Shout out to Milk Bar TV for actually finding these clips and putting them together and everything in a compilation. But this is from her show just a couple of days ago, talking about this entire situation and this address.
Well, like I said, someone emailed us and we took our time vetting this tip. We vetted it across multiple government agencies and to really the highest levels of government. So this is legit. I've printed it out and I'm going to read around some parts, removing some parts to provide this individual, who, by the way, I have no idea who this is, but to give him and her even some more coverage. They're taking a tremendous risk. So I'm just going to read this to you guys. Candace, I'm aware that you suspect the government and other entities are involved in the events leading up to and on September 10th. You might have been wondering why SUBTT made so many visits to Wilmington, Delaware, out of all places, and I can personally answer that. The information I am giving you will implicate the FBI and various other government agencies all at the same time. I am entirely confident in stating that the plane and those vehicles are connected to 920 North King Street, which is at a place that is marketed also as 1 Rodney Square. And here's where it gets big. In June of 1997, the Department of Justice's own directory lists, quote, Wilmington Resident Office, 1 Rodney Square, Suite 404, 920 King Street, Wilmington, Delaware, 19801. That is your line to know that it is a federal resident office, 920 North King Street. And at the same address, the United States Secret Service, 920 North King Street, Wilmington, Delaware, 19801. It's the building that Snowden leaked. Find one that makes it look brown and then compare it to 920 North King Street in Wilmington. It looks exactly like a mini version of the thing. Back to 920 North King Street, 920 North King Street. That 920 North King Street is also the FBI. Federal SUVs move from that airport to 920 North King Street. 920 North King Street has been a federal residence office since at least 1997, and today it houses the DEA, the FBI, and the United States Secret Service, all at the same address. Wilmington is undeniably a terminal point, and the only logical reason points to 920 North King Street. I read this, checked it, verified it. One Rodney Square, 920 King Street, Wilmington, Delaware, 19801. I am passing this to you because you are honest enough to see this for what it is.
So there it is. As you saw in the video, this is the lawsuit from the Macrones. You can clearly see that her lawyer's address is the exact same one that she's talking about in this video. Now, why is this important? It's important because we want to make sure that somebody that everybody is saying is this investigative journalist and so true to what she's actually showing is actually giving you accurate information, and she's actually vetting these sources. Now, she said these are verified through the highest levels of government, which I don't know why in the world anybody would give any verification, anything to Candace Owens, considering that they don't respect her as an investigative journalist because she's not an investigative journalist. But what you're seeing here is firsthand somebody that clearly has changed and added this information to Google to trick her, prank her into thinking that these things are actually true when they're the furthest thing from it. Now, the detractors are going to say, well, look, it says FBI when I pull up the address, right? Look closer. Look right here, circled in yellow. It says located in Richards, Layton, and Finger. That's her law firm. So the only thing you're claiming here by saying that that's actually the FBI's address is that the FBI is somehow housed directly in her own law firm. Now, of course, this had to be, of course, verified even further than this, but we have this actual thing where we can look this up and see where this address came from. Apparently, that FBI location has just popped up magically. Crazy how that happens. But the confirmation is simple. No, there are no offices of the FBI or U.S. Secret Service located inside this building. One Rodney Square is primarily a private office tower housing law firms like Richards, Leighton & Finger, which is her law firm, the FDA's Delaware District Office, and other professional services, not federal law enforcement agencies like the FBI or Secret Service. Any online listings tying these agencies to this address appear to be errors, outdated directory mix-ups, or influenced by recent misinformation. In other words, someone planted this information there and added this address to show that it was this somehow linked to the FBI when that's not true. But as I mentioned, it's to make sure that we are checking the data. I think that this was sent to Candace Owens as a test to see, does she really check everything? Does she really know what's going on? Now, she'll say it's a law firm, but she won't say it's her own law firm, which leads me to believe that she doesn't even know what the name of her own law firm is, which is even stupider, or that she's involved in this some way. I mean, what conclusions can we possibly draw from this? If she's saying that the FBI and her law firm are in the exact same office and that's verified, then she's either an idiot or she's actually involved in this, and her lawyers were involved in the assassination of Charlie Kirk. And this isn't some far-fetched idea. The reality is that I'm using the exact same thing that everyone else is apparently going along with Candace Owens. And if I treat this exactly how Candace Owens treats it, then the burden of proof is on you, not me. I just have to pull up addresses, make implications, and do nothing while you sit there and you have to prove me wrong. Do you see how stupid that is? You see how that doesn't work? That's why we can't just take everything that she says at face value, because she's not going to admit fault in this. I can bet you all the money in the world she's never going to put out something and saying, hey guys, I made a mistake. It was my law firm. The tip wasn't good. That will never happen. Candace has never apologized. She's never backed off. She's never tried to correct anything for the record. All she does is double down. That's the only thing she knows how to do, is double down, pick fights, and throw people under the bus. And that's everything that she does. This person is not the type of person that Charlie Kirk clearly wanted to associate with. And it's becoming more and more obvious every single day. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments about this. Remember to like this video and to subscribe to the channel as well for more videos like this. And I will catch you guys on the next one.